Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. So I went through my palettes and I picked my top 10 favorite fall palettes. You'll notice that there's kind of a theme, I guess, or like, yeah, mostly greens. So anyways, it was really hard for me to pick just 10. But I did, and I will show you them in no particular order because ranking them would be really hard for me, and it takes quite a bit of time for me to sit down and actually think about why one I like over another. Whatever. Okay, I think you get what I'm saying. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I picked the Beauty Flair palette. I love this palette, and it's got just, some reds and deep blues and greens and even a couple of bright colors. So I really like this palette. Okay, so there's this one. One of my other favorites is this Juicy Olive Give Me Glow palette. Now, Give Me Glow is more expensive. It is an indie brand, but I will say this is probably one of my favorite monochromatic green palettes that I have. It is very limiting, but it goes so deep and I love their shimmers. So it's just a great fall palette, very easy for a quick look. I love this palette. Every look that I've created out of it, it's a very neutral for me, sort of. It's the High Times by Midas Cosmetics. I love Midas. They always have sales. I feel like their prices are really fair and I love the quality of their products. But I love this palette a lot. A lot, and it's one of my favorite for fall. I love it. Every time I've created a look out of it, I have been so happy. It's gorgeous. I don't know. Well, I love everything about it. I picked, this one's a little bit dirty because of the sticker that I tried pulling off, the Milani palette from last year's Halloween collection. It's the Beautiful Nightmare. This is fairly new to me. I've only had it for a couple of months, but I absolutely just love the gray tones and just the quality of this is so good. My hands are dirty from earlier filming. Sorry, I should have washed my hands. And that was a really terrible swatch. I feel like the quality is really good, especially for the price point, but I only paid $5 for this because I got it after, months and months from when they released it. But it's got those grays and the black and the green, and I really like this color story and the way it performs for fall. Okay, this one is truly a neutral palette. This is the 420 by Melt. A lot of people didn't like this palette. I like it. It's very neutral. It's basically all mattes. There's only one shimmer, but it just gets so deep and grungy and greeny, and then I can brighten it up. I love being able to brighten up a dark look or just add a little pop of something. So that's my cat playing in my bag. But yeah, I really like this palette. I didn't have any issues with the way it performed. Now the packaging is not the best. It's like it's stickers. Like you can peel these off. So I don't like that, but I got this on sale and no, I didn't. I paid full price, but it came slightly broken, so I got like a 40% discount or something like that. So basically sale, but yeah, I really do like this palette. Of course, you know, I'm not like, oh, I love pot themed things. That's not, you know, but the pot themed palettes are grungy and green generally. So yeah, and this is very neutral, but I love it. Okay, so the next one is another green palette. And it's the Tribe by Juvia's Place. Very affordable. I love the packaging. It's beautiful. The color story is fabulous. This Coral shade is just, it has a green tint to it. It's so unique. I think that the colors in this palette is pretty unique. And yeah, I love this palette for fall. I mean, I love this palette, but these are my top 10 fall palettes. Okay, so the Shroud Cosmetic, it's freaking Bats Butte Bean. Here's the palette. I struggle really bad with that Dairy shade, and I struggle some with that Adams, and Spooky fades like quickly. You know, Dairy, Spooky, and Adams. But there are 5 shimmers in here that are amazing, and this Trappa shade performs fine. Not very many people I see struggled with it. I'm just keeping it real on my opinions on how this palette was, but I love the shimmers and I love the color story. It inspires me. So even though I struggle using these shades, I still want to use this palette because I can make it work. It's just not easy. Now my dog is barking. Okay, so the next palette is Divinity by Shroud. This is what she looks like. This palette performs better, and it's just so unique. There's only one, well, there's 2 shimmers, and this one is a really good highlighter, but it's just so unique. Now, I struggled when I first got this on how to create looks with it. I don't know, something about it. But the more I used it, the more I realized like basically everything goes together, so you can't go wrong with what combination you do or how you do it. It's a very small curated palette, and I feel like this is like probably out of all of my palettes the most unique color story that I have. I could just be talking out of my ass. I don't know, I do that a lot, but I like this palette. It's got that green and that yellow and that purple, and just this Freya shade. It's beautiful. So yeah, I like this palette for fall. Hands are all glittery and dirty. So my next palette and my last palette is the Rebel Rogue Howlin' For You. Not everybody likes pressed glitter, and it does have a pressed glitter in it, but I just love the aesthetic of this palette, of course. But this color story just screams fall. It's got that purple and it has the purple and the orange and the greens, and I can just create the most wonderful Halloweeny looks with this palette. Now, the one thing, the glitter is gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie, like, and I do like pressed glitter. I'm not against pressed glitter. However, I wish that there was a black. I kind of wish that that glitter was a black, or even like a really dark brown. But I love this palette, maybe even a red, but I think a dark brown or black would have been better than the pressed glitter. However, I love it, and yeah, plus it's an indie brand. So there are my top 10 favorite fall palettes. Tell me what you think. What are your favorites? Did I mention your favorite? It was super hard to pick just 10, but I did it, so yay me. anyways, thank you for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye.